Hello, I just had my real estate education with Uncle G. I'm Ria, and today I'm going to share with you my 13 lessons learned on commercial real estate versus stocks. I'm also going to discuss the deal in Georgia, and I'm also going to share with you the 3 biggest mistakes in real estate. Let's begin. Lesson 1. You have to decide whether real estate is right for you, because if you're not sure whether you're going to be invested in real estate or bonds or cash or Bitcoin or gold, then you have the problem with the idea of diversification. I'm going to be in all of these things. Lesson 2, the problem with diversification is you never make a commitment to anything. Lesson 3, and the way wealth is created on this planet is, if you really study how wealth has been created, there's zero diversification. Lesson 4, nobody gets rich without investing money. Lesson 5, what would you rather have? $100 million worth of real estate in great locations and it cash flows? This is commercial real estate. Or you have Apple, Google, or Facebook, or Caterpillar, or GE, or Google stock. Lesson 6, the 3 reasons Uncle G would go with real estate are: he wants control, leverage, and he gets cash flow, plus he has the debt paid down by the tenants. I'll talk more about it in a few minutes from now. Lesson 7, if you are leaking out money, you're losing control. Lesson 8, if you don't control money, somebody else will. Lesson 9, if you cannot leverage money in your investments, you can never get rich. Lesson 10, if you don't have cash flow monthly, you're not taking care of your family. Lesson 11, never depend on one flow of income. If you do, you will die working. Lesson 12, if you don't learn how to make money in your sleep, you're going to work every day. Lesson 13, earned income is the highest tax rate. Now, going to the commercial real estate versus stock comparison, this is what Uncle G said. He likes commercial real estate because of the fact that you have control, whereas stocks, you have no control. In commercial real estate, you have the leverage. In stocks, you use 100% of it to purchase using your own money. With commercial real estate, for example, it's $100 million worth of property. You leverage 70% and you put down $30 million. Third differences is cash flow. Commercial real estate provides cash flow every month, and stocks could. Fourth, with commercial real estate, there's a debt paid down by the renters. In stocks, there is none. The fifth advantage of commercial real estate is the tax advantages, whereas stocks, there is none. 6, the commercial real estate, you can touch it, it's tangible, you can go visit it, whereas stocks, you cannot do that. 7th, there is less volatility to exterior events, whereas stocks, it's very volatile. And 8th, if you have problems with commercial real estate, you stick and stay, whereas in stocks, you liquidate. Now, there was a deal in LoopNet, and it's a 17 units, and the asking price for it is $3.9 million, and the rent is $1,200 per month for each unit. So $1,200 times 17 units times 12 months is $244,880 of gross income if your occupancy is 100%. Let's say you're 92% occupied, then your gross income is $225,216. Now, because the deal is only 17 units, most likely you are going to manage it because the deal is not big enough. So, if you're going to manage it by yourself, your expenses are very low, approximately 32% according to Uncle G, and that puts you to $75,000. How did we get $75,000? $225,000, $225,000 and $216 times 32% will give you roughly of 75,000. So to get the net operating income, it's gross income minus your expenses. In this case, the gross income is 225,216 minus the expenses of 75,000. That will give you a net operating income of 150,216. So with a net operating income of 150,216 and with a cap rate of 6.5%, so our purchase price would be, the formula is net operating income divided by the cap rate. In this situation, it's $150,216 divided by 6.5, and this will give us a purchase price of $2.3 million. Now remember, the seller wants to sell it for $3.9 million, and our napkin math, it's $2.3 million. So Uncle G says the property may be overpriced based on our napkin math. So find out more about the property. Find out if the rents are actually higher compared to the $1,200, and see if you love the location, because then everything else changes. Now, the pitch to the owner would be, I love your property. I love the location. I walk the property. Uncle G said, do not sign the NDA. NDA means non-disclosure agreement, or it's the confidentiality, unless the owner has the listing on the deal, in which case you do not need to sign. So for the three biggest mistakes, the three biggest mistakes are not buying the deal, not buying enough of the deal, and you're buying too small. So I hope you learned something. I definitely learned a lot from Uncle G's real estate, commercial real estate versus stocks. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And please download a free section of my book. It's my first investment property. I did a lot of mistakes on my first investment. So if you read it, hopefully you'll avoid that mistakes. So take care and God bless. Happy investing.